So, welcome to part two of the Liverpool Man U post-match reaction. So, yeah, we're talking about the giving players time, making sure they have the time to settle in and find their form. And after injury, Diaz is now doing that. And I think this year we're going to see a big, big season from him. And he's another one, like Van Dijk, Trent and Salah, that I think they need to look at giving a contract to another one because he's a good player. I like Diaz. I've always liked him. He's an X-Factor player. And I know some people think he needs to do more, and he does. He needs to deliver a bit more. He's capable of 15 to 20 goals a season, that guy. He really is. And I'm hoping this season we're going to see it. So, yeah, what was I going to talk about? Yeah, so the contracts now with Trent, Salah, Van Dijk. Yes, I would offer all of them another contract. I really believe they will be offered the contracts, and I think all of them will stay, at least for another couple of years. Trent is going to be the next Liverpool captain, and if he stays at Liverpool for the next 5-6 years, I think he's going to be held in the same regard as Steven Gerrard, Kenny Dalglish, as one of the greatest players to play for Liverpool, because there's no doubt about the talent that guy has. He is an unbelievable footballer, and he's the heartbeat of Liverpool. He's the playmaker. He has to stay, and I believe he will stay. Now, obviously, people are talking about Real Madrid, and he's a friend of Jude Bellingham. I don't think that matters. I think Liverpool show him the money, he'll stay. And he knows that he's going to be the captain. So I think he'll stay. I really believe he'll stay. Unless he really doesn't like Slot. Unless he doesn't like Slot and Liverpool don't look like they're going to compete, then he might think about going. But I think he'll stay. And because Liverpool will be competing. I think Van Dijk as well. I think he'll stay. I know he loves Liverpool. You can see it, the way he talks, the way he plays. He's a real ambassador for the club. And just in the game, there was moments where I think it was Martinez hacked down Szoboszlai from behind, and he went up to him and he was like, "Come on, try it with me," and he really sticks up for his teammates, So I really believe that he's going to stay. And Salah, another one, I think he'll stay as well because he wants to break records. That guy's about his legacy, and if he stays at Liverpool for another 2 or 3 years, he will be probably the leading goal scorer, or very close to the leading goal scorer. I think Rush has got 360 goals. Salah's on about 220. He needs another 100 and 120. That's about 3 years for Salah if he puts his head down. 3, maybe 4 years, and he can get that. And he is so fit. I mean, he's super fit, this guy. I believe he can play for another 3 or 4 years at Liverpool at this level. His game might modify a little bit, even like players like John Barnes. Towards the end of his career, he wasn't like a flying winger, but he was still a great player for Liverpool. So, look, he can still play for Liverpool. And, yeah, I think we're in a good place, and people are saying about who we've played, and Man United are rubbish, and Ipswich needed promoted, Brentford, we should beat them. Listen, there's no easy games in the Premier League. Every team is capable of beating every team on their day. We've started well. I like Slot. I like the way he's played, the way he's setting up the team. We look more compact. I said it from pre-season. I could see that we were more compact. There's more passing. There's more control of the game. And this is what we were crying out for last year. We went behind in 20 games last season. So this was needed. And he hasn't changed too much. We're still dynamic going forward. It's not that we're not doing that. So I think everyone needs to be calm. Everyone needs to chill. We're in a good place. The outside noise wants to be negative about Liverpool. Oh, what about all the contracts? You're going to lose all these players. Is it possible that all 3 of them leave? Yes, it's possible. Is it probable? No, it's not probable. And I think Liverpool are in a good shape. for a serious title challenge this season. And we're going to go deep into the Champions League, I think, as well. And we've got the team to do it. We've got the squad to do it. I really believe we have. I think we got the first 11, excellent. And then we've got another 10 behind that, really, that can do the job. And then probably there's a bit of a drop-off after that. But I think the first 20, we're all right. We're in a good place. Another thing I like with Slot, what he did was when he subbed Trent last week, and the media made a huge issue of Trent's face when he went off. Like, what do they want Trent to do? Skip when he's called to go off. He doesn't want to go. He wants to play. He's called off. Slot went back and spoke to him. Then, what does he do? This week, he does the same thing again. That, my friend, is balls. He's not pandering to Trent. Last year of his contract, it doesn't want to upset him. No. It's about the game. It's about the team. And I've heard what he said about the contract stuff. And he said, look, if players want to stay, they'll stay. I want them to stay, but he's not involved in the contract stuff. But he can have an impact on it. And I think if the team is doing well as it is, when they offer these contracts, these players are going to stay. Because they want to all be competing for stuff as well. Yes, they may all have affection for Liverpool, but they want to win stuff. So if Liverpool dropped off like Man United, for instance, and we're not going to win anything in mid-table, or best we could hope for would be 8th, then I think we're going to lose these players. They're not going to sit around for that. But we're not in that position, and we're not going to be in that position. So I think we're staying. And, and this is another thing, we've got to be so grateful for Jurgen Klopp. And people talk about FSG and how they're terrible. Listen, I look at when FSG took over the club, we almost were going into administration. That's where Liverpool were. We were in a really bad place. The ground was falling apart. There was so many problems. The team wasn't great. There was a lot of problems. FSG have come in. They appointed smart people, football people, into key roles. And they went and they got Jurgen Klopp to Liverpool. And that was huge. And that changed everything. Because Jurgen Klopp came in and he did the rest. With the people around him. With the coaching staff. With the way he connected to the city, to the fans. And built that team. So we got a lot to be grateful for. Because this is Liverpool 2.0. And he started the rebuild. Last season, he put a whole new midfield in there. Now we're reaping the benefits of that new midfield. So let's thank Jurgen. Let's wish him well. We won't forget him. But it's a new era now. And I'm happy. I will see you all on the next one. Take care of yourselves.